Have you ever noticed how the quietest person in the room often commands the most attention? It's not the loudest voice that leaves a lasting impression, but the one that speaks with purpose. Napoleon Hill, the legendary author of Think and Grow Rich, taught us that true influence comes not from how much you say, but from how well you're heard. Today, we're diving into a powerful principle. The less you speak, the more you are heard. In the next 10 minutes, I'll share 5 transformative ways to harness the power of thoughtful silence, inspired by Hill's timeless wisdom. Each point comes with a story to show you how real people, just like you, have used this principle to change their lives. Let's begin. 1. Silence builds trust. Napoleon Hill believed that listening is the foundation of influence. When you speak less and listen more, you show others that you value their thoughts. This builds trust, which is the cornerstone of any meaningful connection. Take Sarah, a young manager at a tech startup. She used to dominate meetings, eager to prove her expertise. But her team seemed disengaged. One day, inspired by Hill's advice, she decided to try something new. In her next meeting, she spoke only to ask questions and let her team share their ideas. The room came alive. Her colleagues felt heard, and their trust in her grew. By the end of the quarter, her team's productivity soared, and Sarah was promoted, not because she spoke the most, but because she listened best. Try this. In your next conversation, pause and listen twice as long as you speak. You'll be amazed at how much trust you can build with silence. 2. Thoughtful words carry weight. Hill taught that every word you speak should have purpose. When you choose your words carefully, they land with impact. Speaking less doesn't mean being silent. It means being intentional. Consider James, a high school teacher who struggled to connect with his students. He used to lecture endlessly, but the kids tuned out. Then he read Think and Grow Rich and decided to try Hill's approach. Instead of long lectures, he began sharing short, powerful insights and asking students to reflect. One day he told a struggling student, "You have a unique gift, don't let fear hide it." Those few words stuck with the student, who later said they changed his life. By saying less, James's words became unforgettable. Next time you're tempted to over-explain, pause. Ask yourself, what's the one thing I need to say? Then say it, and let it resonate. 3. Silence creates space for reflection. Hill often said that great ideas are born in moments of quiet. When you speak less, you give yourself and others room to think deeply. This reflection can spark breakthroughs in relationships, work, or personal growth. Let's look at Maria, a single mom juggling a demanding job. She used to vent her frustrations to her teenage daughter, hoping to connect. But it pushed her daughter away. Inspired by Hill, Maria started practicing silence during their talks. One evening, instead of venting, she asked her daughter about her day and just listened. In the quiet, her daughter opened up about her fears of failing at school. That moment of reflection brought them closer than ever. Try setting aside 5 minutes a day to sit in silence. Let your thoughts settle. You'll find clarity that no amount of talking can provide. 4. Less talk projects confidence. Napoleon Hill believed that people who speak sparingly exude confidence. Why? Because they don't need to fill the air with words to prove their worth. Their presence speaks for them. Take David, a salesman who used to talk nonstop to close deals. Clients found him pushy and walked away. After studying Hill's principles, David tried a new approach. In his next pitch, he spoke briefly about the product's benefits, then paused to let the client ask questions. His calm, confident demeanor won the client over, and he closed his biggest deal yet. Here's a tip. In your next high-stakes moment, say what matters, then stop. Let your confidence fill the silence. People will notice. 5. Listening sparks influence. Hill's greatest lesson was that influence comes from understanding others. When you listen more than you speak, you learn what people truly need. And that's when you can inspire them. Consider Emma, a community organizer who wanted to rally her neighborhood for a charity event. She used to give long speeches, but few showed up. After reading Hill, she tried a different tactic. She invited neighbors to a meeting and spent most of it listening to their ideas. By understanding their needs, she crafted a plan that got everyone excited. The event was a huge success, all because Emma listened first. Next time you want to persuade someone, start by listening. Ask questions, and let their answers guide your words. You'll be amazed at the influence you wield. Napoleon Hill's wisdom reminds us that true power lies not in how much we say, but in how deeply we're heard. By speaking less, listening more, and choosing our words with care, we can build trust, inspire others, and create lasting impact. Think about a moment in your life when silence made all the difference. Or try one of these tips this week and see what happens. I'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. What did you learn from this video? How will you use the power of saying less to be heard more? If this resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's grow together.